I'm Atomic SL210 on Personality Cafe. I figured I'd make this video since I'm stuck at my uncle's house sitting, and there isn't much to do here besides watch TV and surf the internet, so that's gotten old fast. My primary job is I work in the warehouse of an outdoor amphitheater, and it's a pretty good job. You get to hear a lot of free concerts. And also, there's some variation in what you're doing from day to day. And plus, I don't have to deal directly with the public, which is nice. Most of the time, they just give you, we need this done or that done, but don't really care that much how you get it done, as long as you do. The only thing though I don't like about it is on event days, they don't like you sitting around the warehouse, which I personally feel is where us warehouse guys should be. Because say if an order comes in, you're there and you can grab the stuff and get it where it needs to be quickly, which is what the bosses want you to do. But they don't like you sitting around the warehouse. They'd rather have you go hide somewhere, go walk around in one of the plazas. And I've actually been told, just go walk around in the plaza. We can't have you sitting here. It's not even, here we have this job for you to do, like, go clean something or that. They'd rather call you on the radio. Oh, we need, 500 pizzas to this stand. They're out. Hurry, hurry, when it would be much faster and much more convenient. But they're worried about, their boss coming around and giving them, why do we have so many guys in the warehouse sitting around? And there's times, where they need all of us, because you'll get 50 orders that, well, I'm exaggerating, but 10 or 15 orders that come in and need to be taken all at once. And to me, it don't make any sense. Plus, some days it can be hot outside. I'd rather be in the warehouse where it's cool when I can be. But, that's whatever. For the same company, I also work at another venue just on event days, where I mainly am a supervisor for the food stands and bars and stuff. That's pretty good. Most of the time, I'm just walking around between 5 or 6 stands, verifying their inventory at the beginning of the day and at the end of the day, and asking if they need anything. If they do need something, I just call the warehouse on the radio and say, so-and-so needs, this. The only other thing I really have to do is if, the beer system is foaming or the soda fountain's exploded or they need CO2 or something, I'm usually the one to deal with that, since I'm pretty good with fixing that stuff. I've also recently started bartending there. First time was last weekend, so that was interesting. For the most part, it was enjoyable, considering that I'm having to directly deal with the public, which isn't my favorite thing. I had no prior training, just the other bartender taught me on the spot. Luckily, there was no extremely complicated drinks there that we serve. Most complicated thing we do is like a margarita. But some of the customers are a pain. Of course, they're standing, they'll get in line and it's like 30, 40 deep and somehow expect, you to be quick. And I mean, you're trying to get through the line as fast as possible. For one, the more people you go through, the more tips you'll get. But even when you're working as fast as possible, you'll have some of them screaming at you, whether or not they seem to have had anything to drink. I can kind of. It's actually easier to deal with the people that aren't quite like wasted drunk, but buzzed, more or less, versus some of the people that are being jerks and aren't drunk. Because then you're sitting there thinking, they're actually less understanding. Complaining, I'm missing the concert. Well, technically, from the place I was working at, you could see and hear the concert just fine. But anyway. No, I didn't go too bad. Most of the people were nice enough. Being that both of those venues are outdoor amphitheaters, I have to find something to do in the wintertime since they close down. No one wants to perform outside where it can be freezing in the winter, even though this is Southern California. So I've started, last winter I started working at a ski area in rentals, teching skis and snowboards. And I enjoyed that a lot. And plus it doesn't hurt that you get a free season pass. The main reason I took the job was I figured I wanted to learn how to work on and repair skis and snowboards. That way I didn't have to pay somebody else to do it. I hate when I get a scratch in my pair of skis or something. Plus it's nice that I get to work with my hands there, so, just taking screwdrivers, adjusting this, adjusting that. So, for the most part, it was pretty good. Well, I guess that's it for now.